I don't know if it's a good sign that you make that noise just by clicking a button. I think you've been
What? That
you've
noise?
been programmed to make that noise, Daniel.
We always count up to 3, right?
Year 3 is the year of the counting. Apparently,
What does that mean?
the accounting problem shows itself in year 3.
What does that mean?
Year 3 is the year we realize you don't know about numbers.
Well, I'm saying
You can't number.
for the clap, we never count down from 3, right? We always go up.
You do whatever you want.
All right. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, clap. Hello and welcome to the Horrorble Opinions
Did you forget how to
podcast.
intro?
I forgot how to intro. I'm Daniel.
Okay. No, you're usually supposed to say like something funny, like that's revealing.
Wasn't it funny that I forgot how to intro?
Early dementia is never funny, Daniel. It's actually quite sad.
I think it can be funny.
I'm Ryan. I got a gecko staring at me, and it's as optimistic as Daniel is.
And today, no Kenny, first of all, but we're done looking for him. Now we're just playing games. Now we're just playing games. Yeah, we're not looking for him anymore. Now we're just playing video games. Today, we're playing Zombie Exodus on Steam.
Wow. I don't know what this is. What is this?
Yeah. I don't either, but I bought it for like $6 on sale.
$6?
Yeah, this isn't gonna be like a Zorky Zork, so we're not gonna be typing things in. But it is a narrative adventure thingy, so there are choices. So it's more clicky.
Will there be a map?
I don't think so.
Will there be an inventory?
Yes, I think so. And I think there are stats.
Will there be a turtle?
There might be.
Okay.
All right. Good.
This is all on you, bro. I'm
gonna start now by reading the words.
Okay, I'm gonna wait to see what kind of character I need to be because I don't know anything.
Yeah,
about
I think that'll be. I think that'll be after this first choice. You awaken in the apartment bedroom, news blaring on the television, and the sound of a helicopter soaring outside. You stayed up way too late and don't remember all the details, but flashes of moments: drinking whiskey, chaos in the streets, your sister packing suitcases, and police cars lining up along the major avenues like makeshift border crossings. You glance across the apartment hoping to see Emma. Your eyes adjust to the light, but the Jameson whiskey hangover is a sharp kick to the back of the head. Your mouth tastes like mud, and the roller coaster ride your bed is taking is out of control. You think of Emma. You are her brother or sister. Are you man or woman, Ryan?
Let's go, man.
You are Emma's older and very protective brother. You are staying with Emma in her high-rise apartment. A responsible woman, she works as a nurse at a nearby children's hospital and recently left a long-term relationship. Her choice. On the other hand, she is also quite a free spirit and often takes to random acts of dancing in inappropriate places.
I thought this was going to be like, often takes to random acts of violence inside the hospital where she works by going around and acting as the angel of death.
Dragging you to
Which
karaoke.
You, as her brother, completely condone and understand, since you are sleeping on her couch, and to say otherwise would mean losing said couch.
Oh man, you relate to this character. Whoa, I didn't even do this on purpose. Get down with the couch life, Debbie. Dragging you to karaoke night at the Broken Horn Tavern down the street and hosting a few too many parties lately that end in a multitude of empty liquor bottles and evidence of other mood-altering substances. You grew up together, never apart.
Peanut butter.
That is a mood-altering substance, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it only goes up.
Everything goes up with peanut butter.
Yeah. You never apart since your parents both died when you were young, and the aunt who took custody was never a parental figure. You raised Emma, and she is your family. Let's get on to your profession. You had work today, but who works when the apocalypse is starting? What job are you getting out of? All right, here we go. I'll call my client and tell him my years of military training are not for sale today. So, I don't know what military guy. I have to finish an experiment today, but since I don't do hangover cure research, I'll just stay in bed. Science guy. I should be at the job site ordering around those union guys, but on second thought, let another manager do it. I don't know, what do you call that guy? He's a guy. Man guy.
He's a man.
Man guy. I should be up preparing a sermon, but even God needed to rest on the seventh day. Church guy. Coach will probably kick my ass for missing practice, but he won't like it if I throw up on the court. Sports ball guy.
I don't think the audience could see me start to smile, the biggest smile I ever
With
had
the church?
when you said religious guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's your guy?
Let's roll.
Okay. All right. You have been working at a parish for several years and lead a large congregation. Ooh, it's not that far off from cult guy. I'm liking this.
Uh-huh.
We could easily
That's where
transition
we're going,
in the apocalypse. Not an old stuffy organ playing fall asleep in the homily congregation, but a progressive in your face with faith house of worship that gets people standing in the aisles and actually helps the community when called on. You fall asleep again and dream of the past few months. In your time off, you had several activities keeping you occupied. What did you dream of? Exercise at the local gym? Going to the gun range for target practice? Taking public speaking courses?
Oh, that had to be funny, though. I have a large congregation and I'm terrible at public speaking.
Writing a political blog?
Oh, this economy?
Well, it's 2011, so it's not that bad.
I can't remember.
Go jogging in preparation for a marathon. Work on home improvement projects. Now, I like to imagine that's not actually you improving your project, but you're like working on a home improvement like podcast where you watch episodes of Home Improvement.
Yeah. And I'm working on my Tim Allen laugh. Like,
yeah. You spend time in prayer and meditation or playing video games.
Well, I mean, you threw the video games there, but I want to be working on my home improvement podcast.
Okay.
It's called Fixin' or Done, 'cause it broken.
Is that the subtitle? Hey. Is that Fixin' or Done? 'Cause she broke it.
'Cause she broke it. She broke it.
Oh, she broke it. She a wind. She blow. Ooh, baby, when she blow, take cover.
The great wind comes to and everything breaks, and we gotta fix it.
You gotta fix it. All right, work on home improvement projects. Beautiful.
Yeah, podcast.
Though you currently reside in a high-rise apartment building, you recently bought a fixer-upper in the suburbs and spend much of your free time remodeling the home. You work on everything from carpentry to rewiring and recently finished a large-scale reworking of the kitchen plumbing. I think the game misunderstood.
I don't have any of these skills.
The game misunderstood home improvement.
I can pick up a hammer. I can do the carpentry stuff, okay? Because that's in the wheelhouse. But
Jesus
plumbing?
was a carpenter. Jesus was not a plumber.
It was not a plumber. Electricity,
and he wasn't. He definitely
Dr.
wasn't.
Frankenstein. Okay, that's sin work. I don't do that. Okay, but I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I'll pay someone to commit a sin. You know what I'm saying?
With church money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your dream shift.
We don't need no 45s. We don't need no nuclear bombs. We need electricity in my makerspace house.
Were you doing the preacher guy from what was that movie?
I'm tired of being a vampire. It's been an hour.
Yeah, that one. Ganja and Hess.
The sweet blood.
Yeah. This is another dream. You've got the same options.
I know.
This is you recalling other stuff you did past few months, but it's the same options.
But it's the same options. Oh, video games.
I like every night is raid night, baby. You played the most popular massive multiplayer online game, World of the Living Dead, and equipped multiple in-game characters in one of the most intense guilds in the game.
Yes, except we play it a little differently. So I got my flock of people, and as we're playing the game, we don't kill the zombies, we save them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, yeah, I've got my flock, and they farm shit, and they just give it to me.
I'm not that good at this game, I guess. Damn.
Twitch wasn't really a thing yet, but if it had been, you would have been on there. Your Twitch stream would have been, I don't have a good one. But you would.
You know what? That's actually a great one. Everyone is going to tune into, I don't have a good one.
I don't have a good one.
It's, it's a picture of me with a hammer and a controller, and I'm just kind of looking at you going,
this is me.
I don't know. And it's slightly, the image is slightly blurry because I don't hold still for the photo.
Of course not.
I don't got a good one.
I don't got a good one. You awaken.
It applies to many things in my life.
Yeah, I bet. You awaken in the apartment. You must have dozed off at the computer. A bottle of aspirin lies on its side with the contents spilled. You happen to see a note on the desk with your name on it. The letter is addressed to Mark, John, William, Jacob, Alexander, Michael, or choose your own name.
Michael.
What is your last name? Miller, Anderson, Schmidt, Harris, Rodriguez, Marshall, Russo, Murphy, Kozlov, or choose your own.
Cash.
You want your name to be Cash?
Michael Cash.
Cash?
You got it, baby. Actually, just put the $sign.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The note reads, Michael, sorry for not being here when you woke up. I am heading out to get some things before we leave. You were sick, so I didn't wake you, but the city is getting worse and we need to get out. Be ready when I'm back. Emma. All right. So that was basically character creation.
Okay.
I've got a show stats thing here. Let me see. Okay, here are your stats. Michael $, profession minister, gender male, strength 10, dexterity 15, intelligence 20, technical 20, will 25, charisma 20, humanity 50%. You awaken to a heavy nauseous feeling in your gut.
Oh, no, not
We've all
again.
been there. We've all been there. I might be there right now. The clock reads 8:03 p.m.
Oh, okay.
PM?
This isn't good if you wake up like the next day, but it's the evening. What? Oh, no.
I had a New Year's Day that was like that.
Oh,
It was
no.
bad. Emma has not been home in hours. Maybe this is
How
the
would
day.
I know?
Maybe this is the day before or the
Oh.
night before. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I'm confused.
Oh, shit's broken. I've been meaning to fix it.
You plop down on the living room couch and flip on the television where a middle-aged anchorman reports.
It's Larry.
This is Larry coming to you live, telling you that the CDC via the White House has just announced over 20% of the world is infected with virus Zeta. That's right, Catherine Zeta-Jones. That a good joke? No, it's not.
Is that you?
That was me.
I was gonna say, oh no, we're all gonna get throat cancer
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-bow.
from all the oral sex we've been having.
That's the implication. That is the implication. You didn't
And
come
Michael
out and
Cash
say that.
lives in implications, okay?
Reports are coming in from around the globe of a massive spread of this terrible infection.
All of these godless heathens just can't keep their mouths off each other's genitals.
That attacks the brain and nervous system, quickly disabling the victim and, in effect, reanimating the body and the afflicted. Moments ago, we heard from Dr. Anthony Willis, who has treated the infected and stated they show deteriorate. Uh-oh.
It's happening to him in real time.
It's happening to me. Deterioration of the bone and muscles, a yellowing of the skin, lack of fine motor abilities.
That means the kidneys are shutting down.
Described as a drunken walk and inability to speak.
I mean, look, I only drink when I start feeling like I want to touch myself.
So you're drinking all the time.
It's hammer time.
Dr. Willis goes on to explain the virus affects primitive areas of the brain and acts as a parasite, which rewires the nervous system of the host to take over functions of the body. Infected become aggressive, attempting to bite or otherwise injure others and pass on the virus. This just in.
Oh.
Governor Tate has declared a state of emergency, and the National Guard have come in to keep peace on the streets and enforce a mandatory curfew of 9 p.m. It's a lot of reading. This may have been a mistake. It's a lot of reading.
There's a lot of reading in this text-based adventure. That's okay. We're going to get to some options here quickly. Now, as far as my character goes, when I see Governor Taint up on the screen, I try to scratch him.
Why is that?
Because I like to scratch the taint.
You peer outside the apartment, and from 7 stories up, notice crowds of people formed outside. Sirens blare.
What are you doing?
As police fans you yelling down at them, "Hey!
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?"
It's midnight mass for another 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, should I play this as a drunk Minister Rick? Maybe. Shit, Emma.
It said you had like months off. What is your church closed for summer? What is?
It's because I fell through a portal, Emma.
Oh.
I got a portal gun now. I go to other places. Okay.
Cool.
Ugh.
You remember now? Oh right, the infection. You forgot.
Oh, I fucked up.
It was, you probably fucking brought it back with you from one of your fucking little adventures.
Fell out of my butt. Doesn't fit. Oh, wait, no, I didn't say that. You said that, not me.
But the wiggle worm in your butt.
Just stick it on there. Oh, you didn't even know it was you know.
It was your dad the whole time.
It's going Bendigo. Get a cube. This is all about a cube. Emma.
It's funnier than the actual show. It was only a few days ago you first heard of the outbreak. Emma mentioned reports at the hospital were of a fatal, highly contagious virus spreading like a forest fire. If a forest was doused with gasoline, the lights flicker.
Sin is highly flammable, Emma. I want you to know that. You get it on you a little bit. It just spreads everything.
This is how I do. This is how I do a sin check. I light a match and then I flick it on you. If you go up, you're a sinner.
If you go up, man, you're so sinful. That's how we used to go for witches. We used to go for witches, Emma. We don't do it anymore.
And fun fact, they didn't actually burn witches. They burned women.
And wicker chairs.
Yeah. Oh, no. And the television set dims and cuts off. Light streams in through the apartment windows. The power's gone, Ryan. Power's gone out. Or what's your name, Mark? What is it? Charlie?
My name's Mark Cash. I'm a
was it really Mark?
I think it's Michael. Sometimes I'm Mark. I actually have a double life kind of going on. You know, I'm Michael out on the streets.
But then I put on this wig and my heels, and then I'm Mark.
And I'm Mark on the sheets. Between the sheets. In the streets. In the sheets. I wear a sheet on the streets sometimes. It gets weird when you're lonely, Emma. No, it's cool we're confessing, because, like, I'm Mr. and you're Mr. Sister, so, like, this just stays between us, Emma, and Jameson. The bottle, Emma. Talking about the bottle. How I love you. Mwah.
You hear movement in the hallway outside of the apartment, and rush to the door. All is
Holy
silent.
Shit.
You wait and listen. Press
I ordered some new Bibles.
To the hardwood surface. Silence. You move back to the television and flip the power on and off. Nothing. The dim ambient light from outside coats the room. Time creeps by as you consider your next move. Yeah, this is what I do whenever power's gone out, but I was like watching something. I just fucking sit and stare and just wait for it to come back. What else am I gonna fucking do?
If you think hard enough, it's no good. How am I gonna play my MMOs?
It's raid night.
It was raid night, and I'm a healer. Okay, you know, Emma. Okay, so he's gonna walk to the door. He's gonna stumble a little bit, and his door presses to the face, and it does that little motion where it kind of slides down through some of his skin, like sticks up at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's got peanut butter on his nose. I've been snorting it. I don't know what else to do. It's been 2 minutes with no power. I already started snorting peanut butter.
A sharp scratching noise seeps through the ceiling. Once, then twice. Metal scraping cement. You spin in a full circle. The sound comes from the floor above. The scratching builds into harsh screeches like a fork digging deeper and deeper into a styrofoam plate. The sound intensifies for several minutes and then ceases.
I think someone's trying to get my peanut butter stash.
The television pops back on.
Holy shit, power's back.
Pictures of infected running through cities across the globe cover the screen. Police and military attempt to subdue the creatures, now called zombies by the media. An announcer describes the macabre truth. Hold on, let's talk about this word macabre. M-A-C-A-B-R-E. Am I supposed to just pretend that R is not a thing?
It's not macabre.
Macabre? You know what? I'm not gonna pretend. The macabre truth that infections are spreading rapidly and cautions viewers to stay indoors at all costs.
Why use a 10-cent word when you could use just a word you could actually say? Like bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
It's real bad out there.
Bad.
The bad truth.
I don't know. It looks good cardio though. All them running around.
Oh yeah.
This ain't so bad.
Yeah.
I thought I had an option of having the dream that I was doing that, but let's be real.
Even in my dreams, I don't run.
I'm playing video games. That's what I'm doing.
From overhead, you hear a loud thump and a crash of broken glass. An explosion of footsteps rings from the hallway, and several screams cut the air. You think of Emma out in the city. If zombies are running rampant through the streets, uncontrolled by the police, what chance does she have? You need to reach her. There is no landline, and your cell phone is missing. Where's your cell phone?
I think I might have dropped it in the collection plate.
Here you go, Jesus. Use this to call your dad to pick you up.
I forgot, like, one of my flock, they threw in some, like, Mint Mobile minutes, and so I put my phone in there, too, and I'm like, all right, now you hook up, and you give me the free minutes.
I think
that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Might have been a scratch off, I don't know.
She could be on her way back, but you have no way of reaching her from the apartment. Then again, there's nothing keeping you here. You change into jeans and a t-shirt and grab a quick sandwich and a glass of water. After eating, because you gotta have a little snacky before going out.
I'm feeling better.
After eating, you realize a few items may come in handy should you need to leave or your situation in the relative... should you need to leave or your situation and the relative comfort of the apartment changes. You decide it's best to take your wallet, a flashlight, a .38 special revolver, 20 gauge pump action shotgun. Why do you have these things? A backpack with clothes, food, and water, a multi-tool.
Sometimes kick ass for the Lord.
Or your favorite book, the Bible.
It's my, well, actually, it's, I don't know. Let me look around my apartment real fast. What is this book? Gyo? Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Real Michael's gonna stand up in real time in the apartment and gonna go get his favorite book.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes and he goes to a shelf and he gets this hardback English translation of Gyo by Junji Ito, which is The Death Stench Creeps, and turn it to the back. It's the floating smell of death hangs over the island. What is it? A strange-legged fish appears on the scene. So begins Tadashi and Karoi spiral into the horror and stench of the sea. It smells. There's something rotten in Okinawa. And he looks through it real fast and he goes, "Is this supposed to be a comedy? Because this thing fills people with gas and then they got tubes going out their asshole and it powers their biomechanical limbs, and that's how this all works. So it's like their farts are making them attack people. You're getting attacked by farts. If anything is going to survive, it's going to be this book."
So are you taking that with you?
I've taken it with me. I only get one.
I guess we'll find out. That's your final answer.
I've taken my favorite book I've got in my hands right now. Okay. Hardback.
All right, you can get another thing. One more item is all you can take. Wallet, flashlight, .38 revolver, 20 gauge, backpack with food and shit, and a multi-tool.
Flashlight. I need to be able to read this book in the dark in case.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that is smart. Without the flashlight, that book would be useless.
It's, I got an uncle in this book. He's kind of a mad scientist. He turns my infected girlfriend into a giant fart machine.
So he doesn't change her at all.
She didn't used to smell that bad. She complained a lot about the smells. She'd make me brush my teeth. Not me. Not Mark. Michael.
Merkel. It's dark outside and
it's
the
for
power
older teens.
is messing up the lighting inside. You hate the dark. You grab a high-powered flashlight and several packs of batteries. Now, it's time to make a decision. Emma is a smart, capable young woman who don't need no man, but it's your job to watch over her. You can head out and look for a phone, or just leave the building and find her in the city below. On the other hand, it may be best to learn more about the virus, and you could watch the news or search the internet while the power is on. So, would you like to search the neighboring apartments for a phone, or lock the doors and just bait on the internet?
I don't bait, I drink.
Lock the doors and check the news for updates.
I feel like, Harry Krishner on the other side. He lives down the hall. I've seen him have a phone. I've never been invited in, but I think he's got a phone. He's always complaining about his phone bill. Let's go there.
Okay. You head
I bring my book. I bring my flashlight.
Of course.
And I bring me and my sweet cut-off jeans. Because you know what? High heels, because this is Mark now. Mark is going outside.
Well, yeah, when you leave the apartment, you're Mark, obviously, because it's nighttime.
Yeah. It's like Baywatch nights.
How is it like that
just
exactly?
Like it. It's just like it.
You head into the hallway.
Because it's dark outside.
Right. Someone will let you use their phone to call Emma. There have to be others still in the building, behind locked doors. Finding your sister is your only priority. The lights flicker and cast an eerie glow all around. Power fluctuates off and on. It's silent again. Way too silent. You head to apartment 7A, which is Mr. Connors, an antique dealer. 7C, don't know who owns that one. Or 7D, don't know who owns that one.
It's time to make new friends in the darkness. It's time to get new people. Oop. Oh shit. Oh no, Emma. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta check my pants. Hold on. Nope. Close call there, though. I squeezed it back in. You know, Emma, in the darkness, you don't know. You just don't know what comes out. Spooks ya.
So is that 7C or 7D?
It's 7C.
Okay. You knock on the door and receive no response after several minutes and hear nothing from inside. You check the doorknob. It is unlocked. You sigh and enter the apartment. Why are you sighing? Like,
I had to open the door. No, usually they open the doors for me. Or it's automatic. I'm not used to actually like touching things except the bottle. I drink.
Yeah, we've gathered that about you, Mark. Hanging in the middle of the room is... Oh no. Hanging in the middle of the room is a short, thin man, his neck tilted to the right by a rope around his neck. Dangling in the room with an expressionless face, he appears as a puppet on a string. Dressed in a navy blue business suit, he is pale white with blue lips and thick, sagging, purplish skin under his eyes. A slight swaying from side to side is his only movement. A makeshift noose leads from his neck to a ceiling fan, and a stool lies on its side a few feet from the man. His apartment is well furnished with a widescreen TV hanging on the wall, leather couches, modern art, and a full bar setup on the far right side of the room. You do a quick scan of the area but see no phone. There may be a cell phone on him, but that means searching his dead body. So, you can search the room, search the man, leave this apartment, or pray for the businessman. Because surely he's going to hell for being a capitalist.
I think yeah, I'm gonna have to pray for him, man.
Gotta pray for him.
I gotta pray. I hold up Gil, and I say, this isn't normal. This isn't normally what I use. My new friend, hang out. Just hang here a second while I find a page.
He's not going anywhere.
I'll show you. You just look here, buddy, where it says boom. That's you. That's me absolving you of all your sins.
Boom.
That's boom. Boom.
You kneel down and silently offer a prayer
with God.
For the soul of the businessman. You close your eyes to focus on the words and hope that wherever this man's soul now exists, he has found peace. You hear a cracking noise and open your eyes to find the body in front of you twitching. You stand and fall back, knocking into an end table, which hits the ground with a hard thump. Arr! The man's eyes open and he thrashes about, slowly at first, then intensifying as almost a convulsive state. His skin has yellowed and greenish lesions have formed all over parts of his visible skin. He struggles in midair and reaches out for you, flailing his arms about but unable to reach. Slender hooked fingers claw the air. Blood-stained eyes track your movements. While he seems sincerely stuck to the ceiling, you are not sure how long it will take for the cord or the ceiling fan to give way, so you back into the hallway, closing the door behind you. You think you should check another apartment. You head into A, Mr. Connor, or D, unknown.
I don't get to check out the tiki bar? It feels...
No, this guy's becoming a zombie and you don't want to deal with it.
What do you mean? No. He's been resurrected by my power.
By the boom.
Of my blessing, my boom. Okay? Okay. It's more of a personal thing. You gotta do it. It takes a while, and you want privacy when you do that kind of thing. That's why I'm not gonna interrupt him right now.
Okay.
But I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Mainly for the liquor. I ain't gonna lie. Line's a sin. I'm going back there to drink.
And that's fine.
Maybe I'll take his clothes. I could wear some clothes.
Are you not wearing clothes now?
Mark, get back in there, Mark. This is Michael talking. We don't steal clothes anymore, Mark.
Oh no.
We might. We're gonna go to apartment D and maybe steal some clothes.
7D!
If they're nice.
Oh,
Is there any black mesh tops I can maybe put on?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
As you step towards the apartment, sounds resonate through the door. A loud male voice, repeated clicking noises, a constant electrical hum. You knock on the door. All goes silent. Moments pass. You listen and hear the rattling of locks and chains at the door, which springs open. A tall man in his early 20s answers the door. Who's going to answer the door during this? A freak, probably. He's wearing a tie-dye t-shirt and faded blue jeans. Who's gonna wear sandals during this? This guy, with dark brown sandals and a full bushy blonde beard. Wait a second. This is me. I'm in my 20s. No, I'm not.
Well, I mean, you were 20 years ago. But yeah, this is basically you. Okay, let's see what you do in the coming zombie
thing.
Are you Emma?
Are you my sister? A blue wool knit cap is pulled tightly over his head. He leans out of the door, looks left to right, and then pulls you into the apartment. Inside is a geek's wonderland. Half a dozen laptops blinking and buzzing in a row. A large plasma television with 8 different news channels tiled on the screen. Wires and cables on the walls hanging from the ceiling and crisscrossing every inch of the walking space. Dozens of open cans of Red Bull spread across various surfaces. Comic books and graphic novels strewn about. Lord of the Rings memorabilia set in a shrine near an open kitchen, and dozens of movie posters covering sci-fi over the past 30 years. Hey, I'm Jason. Have a seat. He states through a raspy cigarette-soaked voice. Hold on. Raspy cigarette. Hey, I'm Jason. Have a seat. And sits in a rolling chair positioned in front of a row of laptops. He taps away at a PC and yells at a screen. People are just rising from the dead all over the world. It's a global zombie chaos. This is undead Armageddon. You say,
Hey. Ooh, Jason. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here, my friend. My brother. I wish I had brought my one ring over too.
Then we could have been 2 rings. We could have docked him.
Have you ever docked your one ring with another ring, Jason? Of course you have. You're in the fellowship. Wink. Me too. Me too. I mean, I don't call mine sting though. That's too on the nose. I call it tickle. Tickle too. Tickle. To the streets. It's a sequel. It's a sequel, Jason. I'm the sequel because I'm Jason. I need a phone. I need your phone, Jason. That's what I'm trying to get to. I just don't know how to get there. I'm trying to get to my sister. You know her. She's Emma.
I'm not sure what you're trying to prove asking me that, Jason says, shaking his head. As so you say,
hey, Jason, listen to me. I can tell you're into games, right? You're like, oh, this is hard. This setup is hardcore, man. This is the best. I do some MMO. Okay, I'm a fighter. Okay,
I thought you were a healer.
MMO fighting. I do MMO fighting. Okay.
I thought you were a healer.
Yeah, I heal. Like I fight and I heal over time. So does everyone else.
Hot.
It's one of our regenerative
Yes.
properties. We pay for it. We pay for it. I can tell you probably pay for some things, Jason. I'm gonna let Jason. What if I said sister, Jason? I got a sister, Emma. A real lady. A real lady, Jason. A real lady.
Is she single?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. She just broke up from Mr. Butterscotch. Okay. She ain't looking for something sweet now, Jason. She's looking for something sticky. And looking at you, I can tell. You like glue, Jason. Anything you gonna touch, you just gonna adhere to real hard, man. It's got hard to get you off, like barnacles on a ship. Okay, let's do that, Jason. Let's sound the horn of the ship, Jason, together using your phone.
Okay, so
I need your phone, Jason.
Which option was that?
The last one, I think.
You just need to call your sister?
Yeah.
Okay. Jason removes an earbud from his ear. Oh no, sorry, I was talking to my buddy Dieter on VoIP. Trying to stay off the cell phone grid. You say, no problem, can I use VoIP to call someone? As Jason flicks, switches, and taps on keys, the laptops turn off, as do monitors and televisions, and the lights dim. Jason moves to a sidewall with what looks like the most elaborate fuse box in North America and pushes wires and fuse caps around. You see, this epidemic is underreported. Most of Europe is already zombie-fest, and there are millions of Asian zombies running around. These things ain't like the movies. They're even more ferocious. You gotta destroy their heads, or they just get back up more pissed than ever. A long shrieking noise echoes through the apartment. You and Jason freeze! The sound was not natural, not human, and not animal. You close your eyes to focus on listening, but only hear the hum of the computers and your own rapid breathing.
I'm counting on my own fingers now to figure out.
It was a transformer. It was a robot in disguise.
Not animal. Not human.
Robot in disguise.
So an unnatural robot in disguise, Jason.
Jason runs to the door and presses his ear against it. His mouth opens wide in a gasp, but no sound emanates. He rushes toward you, grabs your shoulders, and begins pushing you to the door. Sorry, you gotta go. Before you have a chance to reply, Jason leads you through the door and closes it. You are standing in the hallway alone once more.
Robots in disguise.
You realize that staying upstairs is a waste of time, and if you want to find Emma and get out of the city, you'll have to make your way downstairs. Next chapter, the journey downstairs.
I just gave up on the collector dude.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Or no, you know what? I realized something. And that's why I'm not going there.
What did you realize?
Something. Something bad.
Something bad.
I realized I can't, if I want to read more of my book that I brought with me, I can't do it and talk to people at the same time. Oh, okay. Yes, but the fish have nothing to do with it. They're probably dead by the time they're on land. Their gills and anal cavity are clogged, so they can only die once they're out of the water. They only provide the energy source of the machine. Okay. Amen. Sorry. Amen.
You head down the hallway and step into the open elevator. The lights inside flicker, and you hit the down button. Nothing happens. You realize there must not be enough power going through the building for the elevator to work. The metal door of the stairwell beckons you. As the fog of your hangover slowly lifts, you recall this stairwell is closed for repairs below the 3rd floor landing. The best plan is to walk there and check around for a phone. How hard can it be to find a goddamn phone? You step inside the darkness. A wave of cold air swallows you. A low humming echoes. Thank you. A low humming echoes in the distance, but the closest sound is that same scratching noise. It seems to be coming from all around you with no discernible source. How do you proceed?
I'm gonna turn on the flashlight and go on down.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The glow of your flashlight cuts through the darkness of the stairwell. Trash is everywhere. Clumps of newspaper.
Oh man, this isn't mine. Did I do this? Did I? That one's mine.
Oh, the trash?
Oh, that one's mine though. Yeah.
Broken appliances and furniture and other debris strewn about. You maneuver down, staying close to the cement wall. You step over large piles and use the light to guide your way. Near the 4th floor stairwell exit, a man sits on the ground with his back to you. Possibly 6 feet tall, his limbs bend at strange angles, and his skin has a yellowish tinge like jaundice. He twitches as you approach, and you reflexively cover your nose with your hand as he reeks of a spilled milk odor. You can check on the man or ignore him and head to the 3rd floor.
So this is just divinity, because what I'm smelling is that there's something rotten, just like my book told me there'd be. And I know at some point the gas is just gonna start coming out of that man's anus. I didn't bring a tube to help him. I didn't bring a flask or a container. I brought a flashlight.
Right?
Who would I be if I didn't at least go up to him and show him one of the pages from this book? Show him page 220 of the gashunk.
Cool.
Where the gas from the thing's mouth and anus is powering metal legs as it moves around like a tick. Hey, buddy, I feel like this is going to happen to you. And I feel like knowledge is power. And just so you know where you're going, you're going to be turned into a gaseous automaton. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
The man rises and turns toward you. A yellowish film of sweat covers his face, and he presses a bloody towel against his neck. He mouths the words, "Help me," and reaches out with curled fingers and ending hard brown nails. I don't have a phone, or I'd call 911. Do you want me to help you to your apartment, you say? But as you reach out to help him, his body goes limp. He crashes to the ground. If you're trying to carry someone and they go limp, it's impossible. You can't be done.
You can't do it. Their bones become 3 times heavier.
It's like a jelly. He crashes to the ground and gurgles and expels a green mucus in a wide spray. You leap back from the liquid and crash against the wall. He screams and arches his back, mouth stretched open. The man's eyes roll back and the whites of his eyes turn green. Brown sludge bubbles out of his mouth, and puffs of hot air blow it over his chin and cheeks. His body twists at the spine and hips. His fingers fan out and elongate, and legs and arms angle against their joints. The man twitches uncontrollably, shouting and crying with each movement. You think of running back to the apartment, but there is no phone there to help. And then, the man stops thrashing. No. His back stiffens, and his limbs go limp. His eyes close. His face softens as if the peace of death has washed over him. The hallway is silent and still. You lean against the wall and wipe sweat from your forehead. What just happened? Is he dead? Is he okay? A cool breeze blows through the corridor, and though you wonder what will become of this dead man, your thoughts turn to Emma. You need to contact her. You are obsessed with your sister, bro.
I gotta tell her about this shit, bro. Okay, she's not gonna believe it. I met a man who's a gamer man.
Not many of those.
who's working on his I don't know.
His
Working on his
creature
rope-
his creature
rope
effects.
routine.
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy that hanged himself.
He's got a tiki bar. One of our neighbors has a tiki bar. We didn't know this. This is vital information. We should have known this. We should have been reaching out to our neighbors more often. Maybe.
You don't know what you have till it's on.
So you're throwing it up on your neighbor's face who's 6 feet tall, and maybe they're dead. Does this wake you up? Can I tiptoe by them? Because you know what? It's John 27:3. Let sleeping dogs sleep. Don't wake them up. It's bad. It gets real bad.
Yeah, they don't like that. While you
They'll fart.
contemplate
It's real
your
bad.
next move, the man sits up. Tiny red irises appear through the green liquid of his eyes. Dark yellow skin has replaced the pale tone, and green splotches spread around his face and neck like leaking dye from his pores. Bones arch out, and the limbs appear misshapen, with ligaments and muscles poking out above the skin, contracted and contorted. His head turns in one long swivel, eyes locking on you.
Hi. Oh, cool. You're working on your owl. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop?
The man darts
My friend.
forward, but you sidestep and run half a flight down the stairwell. A
That's
high
'cause
pitch.
I'm swifty.
Get swifty with it.
Yeah.
Leave a shit on the floor.
Oh, he slips.
A high pitched scream pierces the air, and you know your next move is critical as the strange man closes in. All right, so you can fight him with your bare hands. You can run away. You can kneel on the ground and pray. I'm sure that'll work out. Or you can figure your way out of this.
That was kind of vague. You can figure your way out of
Yeah,
this?
just figure your way out of it.
Yes, right. I'm going to figure my way out of this. So I take my book. I randomly turn to a page. Oh my God, it's my uncle and he's turned into a helicopter. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to helicopter my way out of this.
You get the sense that the creature is impaired by the darkness as much as you. There is considerable debris on the stairs, and you kick several larger pieces in front of you and scatter some down the stairs to create more obstacles in his path. You creep to your left. The man follows your movement. His mouth cranes open, and he hisses and raises both hands towards your throat. You turn and bolt down the stairs and hear the heavy footsteps of the man behind you, clodding like a bull. The large pile of debris lies directly ahead, so you juke to the right and leap sideways. You peer over your shoulder and catch sight as the man lunges, but steps squarely on the mass of trash. He loses footing and stumbles forward in a loud crash. And then he's so embarrassed he doesn't get back up. You run downstairs.
Look, I just fell down the stairs. Is that all right with you?
You run
We've all been there.
downstairs and step past the 4th floor door. The man is not in sight, but you yank the door open and hide behind it. A bright stream of light pours from the 4th floor hallway into the stairwell, illuminating the area. The man's footsteps ring through the stairwell. Closer and closer the pounding echoes, until the mad growling of the creature blocks any other noise. You hear the man toying into the 4th floor hallway. His heavy stomps and guttural shrieks fade over time. You close the door and jam the leg of a broken chair into the handle, hoping it will at least slow the man down. Wasting no time.
It's a turn handle, though. What am I doing? I'm not thinking this through.
You're not thinking this through. Wasting
I've
no
seen
time.
this in a movie once.
You
It
move
was
to
a
the
heist
next
movie.
landing at the 3rd floor and enter the hallway. Next chapter, 3rd floor. Oh, progress saved. Whew. Should you die during the next chapter, you will have the option of trying again from this exact point, or replay the game from the very beginning.
We both know that's not true.
Yeah, should you die, it's over. Okay. In the dimly, oh, that's a typo. You hate to see that. In the dimly lit hallway of the 3rd floor, you pause for a moment to collect your thoughts. Shit just got real. Sure, it was disturbing to watch on TV, but you just encountered an actual infected person, a zombie. You have to make contact with Emma, and either need to find a phone or somehow locate her in this crazy zombie-filled city. You move down the hallway. It's only a few degrees warmer than the stairwell, and you rub your arms to generate some heat. The hallway runs east-west and is wider than other floors. And you recall this area houses management offices, maintenance, and a cafe. You could surely find a phone in one of the house offices. Oh God. You could surely find a phone in one of the offices, or maybe one of the staff has remained and can help you. On the other hand, the maintenance area may have tools or other items that could come in handy. You could also search the cafe, which surely must have a phone or at least some food. Let's fucking rename this game The dude wanders around looking for a phone. All right. You can head to the management offices on the north side, the maintenance offices on the south side, or the cafe to the east.
I need a little jelly for the peanut butter on my lip. Let's go cafeteria. Let's get in there. I've put on my lunch lady hair hat. I found one on the floor. I just put it on.
It was with all the trash.
I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just wearing it.
What assumptions?
I mean, assumptions.
I don't know. What assumptions?
I'm just wearing it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just wearing it. I'm wearing this thing. I ain't saying anything about it. I see it on the floor. I take it. I put it on my head.
I like it. Okay.
All right. I ain't judging it. I don't need no. It's not for me to judge this hairnet.
It's for God.
Okay. It's already, yeah.
You walk down the eastern
it's cupping my
corridor.
Balls. It migrated south now. Now we gotta talk about it. 'Cause now it's a banana hammock.
I like how you wait till I start talking again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my God. You walk down the eastern corridor amid the darkness. You have a constant uneasy feeling of something following you. The sounds of swinging doors and strange clicking noises fill the hallway. Potted plants line the path, most turned over and broken, creating dark patches of soil along the ground, and the smell of earth lingering in the air. Up ahead is a double swinging door, currently fixed open, and a sign above reads City View Cafe. As you step closer, the sign lights up for a moment, and you pause from a sudden flash. Inside are rows of metal chairs and wooden tables spread across a hardwood floor, with a wraparound counter for ordering food and drinks. Long fluorescent lights dimly cut through the darkness. On one long table, you spot the figure of a man hunched over a woman lying across a table. They getting it. You creep forward like a pervert, watching for any movement and conscious of making any sounds to alert the man. As you walk closer, you see the figure wears black cargo pants and a black shirt, and a hat turns backwards, 'cause that's cool. He focuses on the woman, head craned down as she lies flat on the surface. And as his body shifts towards her legs, you spot a large red area across her chest and midsection. Turning his head, his mouth opens, and a string of substance runs from the woman to the man's mouth. You realize in immediate horror that the man is feasting on the woman. He snaps his jaws on her legs and tears at the woman's flesh. And as he pulls away, a stretch of flesh and some underlying ligament slithers into his mouth. The woman's head is caved in beyond recognition, and the thought that this could be Emma sickens you. The zombie drops off the table into a chair and slips out a portion of intestine. You hold your hand over your mouth as dry heaves start, but you stifled him back.
Nope.
You consider leaving the cafe, but notice a cell phone sitting on the edge of the table where the zombie is having his lunch. The only other exit noticeable through a set of double doors on the opposite side of the room. So, you may leave immediately and try another area of the third floor. Sneak over and take the cell phone. Or draw the zombie away from the table and then take the cell phone.
Stop eating my sesame cake! I yell.
Drawing him away, okay?
I don't care about cell phone. I want to stop eating sesame.
Hey, I'm hungry. That's mine. What do you recognize?
This is how you get the Catherine Zeta virus, okay?
That's true.
Can't keep your mouths off each other's private parts.
They're private for a reason.
Yeah, because I got zombie juice in them.
You don't wish to engage the zombie, but want the cell phone. Though faintly lit, the cafe is still dark in many areas, which is just as much a disadvantage for the zombie as it is for you. You look through the area and grab a ketchup bottle from one of the tables.
Hell yeah.
You throw it high and over the zombie towards the food counter. The bottle clanks on the surface and explodes when it hits. The zombie lifts his head and spins toward the sound, then dives from the table toward the spot where you threw the Metal Gear. He crashes into the counter and climbs over it, disappearing behind the wooden partition. You rush forward and grab the cell phone, taking only a moment to stop and observe the woman.
I take a pic. Actually, it's a flip phone. I'll flip it open. I'll spend about a minute, I'm trying to navigate the camera. I'm not used to this kind of phone. All right, I'm trying to find. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so it's no, it's on another page. Swipe. What's this?
I don't think you swipe.
YouTube, Spotify. Excel. Who the fuck keeps Excel on their phone? Swipe. What is some kind of like Angry Birds?
Angry Birds?
No, so what?
Flick.
Membership. Subscription. Shit, damn. Swipe. Oh, okay, camera. I turn camera. Oh, there's not enough light. There's not enough light here. What if I use my flashlight? Yeah, I'll use my flashlight. Okay. Okay, now Sesame. Don't move. Just stay still, Sesame. I'm gonna take your photo. Okay. Click. How did I take a selfie of my balls in the banana hammock? I got the camera turned around. I'm still so drunk. Oh no, this was a bad idea. Can I use the phone now?
By her skinny frame and lighter hair color, you can tell this ain't Emma.
I never no, it's Sesame.
It's Sesame, obviously. The zombie remains behind the counter, and the sounds of metal clanging and throaty groans rise across the room. Ooh.
Did you find peanut butter?
Yeah, you must have found some peanut butter back there.
That's the sound of someone who's found peanut butter for the first time in a long time.
You make a break for the doors in the back of the cafe. Opening the door cautiously, you step inside to pure darkness. You hear a commotion below and use it to guide you down to the ground floor. Next chapter, ground floor.
Amazing.
I think you could have died there.
Nuh-uh.
Progress, save.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
Oh.
Stop eating my sesame cake. Oh, I'm having a break. Is it time for a breakdown yet? Is it time for Michael to, who am I? Michael Cash.
Michael Dollar Sign.
I'm a minister. Praise be to Gyo.
Yo, only a few rays of light peek through a small window in the lobby stairwell door as you descend the unlit stairway. A cacophony of sound flows from the other side, breaking of wood and glass, a woman screaming, boring, sirens blaring, boring, a man yelling orders to Ute, fire! It's Tom Cruise, and loud grunting of what you can only assume are more zombies. You step through the door and see a riot of activity. On the right of the stairwell door, 2 corpses lie still on the ground. A young woman in a tan and green sundress, and an older male in a business suit whose head is half torn away, but half not torn away. Huh? To your left, the lobby opens up with plush leather.
I'm sorry, what did you want me to take away from that, Daniel? Was there something else I was supposed to take away from that?
No, I don't know. You take what you want,
okay.
You know?
You were just so happy. It was like part of it's been ripped away, but that means, part of it's still there.
Part of it's still there.
Right? That's literally that's the implication.
Glass is half full. Could be worse.
Part of it's still there. Some of it's there. Huh? You gonna do something weird with it? You can put your finger in it? Are you?
You gonna put your little winger in there? You could?
No, it's in my
It's in your banana hammock.
It's in my banana hammock that I picked up off the ground. It's not weird.
Dead bodies are scattered all about. All shapes and sizes of corpses. Big ones, little ones, fat ones, not fat ones. At least a dozen in count. Humans lie with their throats ripped open, entrails spilled out, limbs twisted at angles. Technically, your limbs are always twisted at angles. I'll point that out.
It's always at an angle.
It's always at an angle.
It could be like 180, straight out. You want to go 90.
Could be 0.
Starting to look like Mr. Robot, Ultraman. I'll strike an Ultraman pose as I'm having these thoughts, and I'm going to start walking like a robot down the street with my flashlight.
That's right, because zombies want to eat humans. They don't want to eat robots.
No, it's me, Dot Matrix. I'm a robot.
Standing at the east side, trapped behind a counter formerly used as a reception area, are 2 young women.
You ever seen Reboot Zombies? You ever seen that show?
Using brooms to fend off an advancing zombie dressed as a bike messenger. Now, is this a bike messenger who's now a zombie, or is this a zombie who's put on the clothes of a bike messenger to trick people into thinking he's fine and he's just a bike messenger? I got a message.
It's not a trick. He's found his calling. It's
good honest work.
I got a letter. It's good honest. It's good American. Okay. He saw an opening. He took it, and he's gonna deliver mail now. Okay.
To the north is an office with a placard reading Brad Spencer. Deep gore marks are displayed. That's right. It says Brad Spencer, cocksucker. Deep gore marks.
I hate that guy. I don't hate anyone, and I hate that guy.
Are displayed across the office door. Lying in front of it is a handsome man in a charcoal gray suit with his leg badly injured and a pool of deep crimson blood creeping out of a wound on his thigh. The south side. I can suck that
out for you, Mr. Spencer.
Why would he?
We've been on bad terms recently. I know. That's because you left your phone number in the collection plate one time, and I didn't give it a ring. I did, and you're not always there when I call.
Not always. That means sometimes he is.
That's why it's the inconsistencies that make you crazy. You know, you can't get a thumb on it. Do you need me to suck that out?
Why would he want you to suck his blood out?
Because we're vampires now. We're playing a different game.
You know, there's like 100 of these that are like Vampire the Masquerade.
I was gonna just say we're gonna play VTM.
There's dozens of them.
But we ain't doing 5th edition. Fuck that shit. Okay, we're gonna do like the Dark Ages.
And there's some werewolf ones. There's a lot.
We could do Werewolf the Apocalypse. Hey, you ever heard about what is it, the Rot?
No, I don't know anything about anything.
The Worm. Oh, the Worm. Oh hell yeah, let's get into the Worm. Like there's the Worm, and it's got the Rot, and it's all the bad shit in there. Okay, but the werewolves were always we're always fighting each other. I'm fighting the Worm too.
Okay, we'll do that next time if you die here, I guess.
I ain't gonna die. I'm a werewolf now. Easy. I still got some Jameson, James, or Hennessy. I don't know what. I still got a bit of them in me. We're gonna get through this.
The south side has triple glass doors. That's 3 used as the building's main entrance. 2 policemen stand on the street side, holding the doors closed, automatic rifles in hand. You realize they must be controlling who goes in and out. It may be difficult to get by them without helping the women fighting off the zombies or helping the man by the manager's office. You also notice the electricity may be on again as the elevators are lit up. You curse silently, I don't believe that, considering the ordeal you've had taking the stairs. What is your next course of action?
There's an old gospel song called Emma Can Wait.
Emma Can Wait.
Because it's my fucking couch now, so she can wait. What I've done on that couch, it's mine. I've claimed it. It's all mine now. Can't have it back.
I don't think she wants it back.
It's what we call in the sermon business the stabbing couch now. It's mine.
He Michaeled all over that couch.
You know what? I can see the future in that couch. I see my future in that couch. I see myself in the future on that couch. So I'm gonna help. I'm gonna say Emma can wait, and I'm gonna help the lady. I'm gonna say, hey lady.
2 ladies.
What you doing? No, I'm helping the lady. Oh shit. Oh, Michael's rethinking his thing in life. I'm like, the apocalypse has happened. Maybe I get me a bevy of bitches.
How many is a bevy?
Michael doesn't know. Michael's kind of ashamed of himself. It's
more than one, surely.
I mean, or maybe it's just one that's called Bevy.
Her real name's Beverly, and you just shortened it to Bevy.
I wouldn't do that to Bevy.
Okay, help the women fighting off the zombie.
I mean, my sweet angels, my sweet baby angels. Let's go help them.
You move towards the reception area to gain a better view of the action. The zombie bike messenger is in a skin-tight red and black racing suit. He appears almost comical as his helmet is strapped across his back, bouncing as he chases his potential victims.
Ha ha. You look dumb. You look real dumb.
You consider the bad luck he had of having protective gear to protect his head and not using it. Isn't that how it always be, He
didn't wear his helmet.
And now a large circular piece of flesh is missing from the back of his cranium. Somebody took a bite out of his brain there.
They thought his head was an apple fritter. It happens sometimes. You're a little hungry and you smell something a little bit fried, and you're just like, oh shit. And you find yourself nomming on something, but then you gotta apologize to Tom for like a whole week because Tom's got bite marks in the back of his bald head now.
Yeah, ever since we started frying our donuts at work, we've been one short on apple fritters every day, and I just can't figure out where that one apple fritter is going, I've been eating it.
Oh shit, damn.
And I'll do it again.
This is breaking news. This is more important than zombie apocalypse. Because that means we gotta go to your store for the apocalypse because you got the apple fritters.
Yeah, I do.
And you got the apple fritters, and I got Gyo by Junji Ito. And together, the apple fritters in this book, we're gonna rebuild civilization. That's what we're gonna do. We got the means now.
Perfect. The 2 women are in our early 20s and dressed as if coming from a yog. At night? Y'all are yogging at night? What is yog?
What's a yog?
It's jog, but how like a Swedish person would say it?
Yeah.
He's yumping? We're going for a yog? Oh my god, these are serial killers. They're jogging.
Oh yeah, but one of them was like, you never jog? You never. Look, I watched you kill a pig. I watched you slice and dice a pig. You know what pigs do? Like, I could have ridden a pig into battle. I could have.
I mean, I guess.
I could have put a saddle on that pig, and it could have saved me and my sister, but that's not what happened in my story. when I was jogging with a pig.
You were jogging with a pig? Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay.
It got better.
It got better.
We found a spider. It wrote a web.
You formulate a scenario in your head in which the two women were casually jogging down the street and the bikers stopped to flirt with them, and only to progress to this current situation. Now that's realistic.
That's right.
That's why women choose the bear every time instead of a man.
That's why you gotta choose a bear every time, because you know the bear is gonna act on bear instincts. Okay, like bear necessities, right?
Mindy, he's coming to your. Mindy, he's coming to your left. Screams the taller redhead, her ponytail flailing around like the blades of a windmill. Whoop, 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 whoop. I got him, Candace.
Suddenly left my head
I shouldn't do these lady voices. These are offensive, but I'm going to do it anyway. I got him, Candace, says the shorter woman. She has jet black hair.
Let's just imagine. Yeah, you give a description, but we're all going to imagine them as sock puppets, and maybe that'll make it better.
Okay. She has jet black hair and a pixie cut. You admire the shape of the hairdo and how it frames her face, momentarily forgetting.
You really fill out that sock face with your hair. It's really good.
The fight of their lives.
Sewn right on there, and the heel is on the back, bigger toe. That's a
Candace and Mindy
toe.
are playing a game of merry-go-round with the zombie as he is chasing them in a circle around the receptionist counter. Each has a long broom which they thrust to keep him away if he gets too close. You wonder why they have made no attempt to leave through the lobby exit and wonder if the police have anything to do with it. So,
I feel like my little delivery man is just misunderstood. Cause all he's wanting is just like a little hug, and then it make him feel all good, make him feel better.
Yeah, but you can't just ask a stranger for a hug. That's weird.
You can. You can do it. You can do it. Sometimes it's like, look, I see you hurting. I see your pain. You just need a hug through a tackle on the side that knocks you down and pins you to the ground.
So you're going to give him a hug?
I'm giving him a hug.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a saddle hug. I spear him with my hug.
You wait for the zombie to circle back round the lobby side of the receptionist desk.
Right round, zombie. Right round. Like a circle zombie. Right round. Round.
You square off like a linebacker and run full speed into him. Hey!
I've never trained for this a day in my life. This probably was a bad idea.
You slam your shoulder into the zombie's back and knock the both of you over onto the ground.
It's pain.
You sprawl out and slide, coming to a rest only when your head hits a plotted plan.
Holy shit, it's Breaking Bad. I'm gonna lose. Oh no, this ain't over.
I tripped over a goddamn rug. God damn it. That's so stupid. The zombie gets up before you can react and leaps on top of you. It slides its hands along your chest, tilts your head sideways. You reach up and grab his neck, holding his head. This got a little erotic.
Tell me more. Does he get very far?
Holding his head away from your own, brown drool slips out in a thin line across your face.
Oh yeah, this is brown gravy. That's the best kind of gravy.
You hear a loud crack as the zombie's head jolts forward. His body goes limp. He just came, and you used the last of your strength to push him off. Mindy stands above you with a broken broom in hand. You stand up and step back from the zombie's body. I don't remember which of these is which, so the voices, they might switch and swap. Thanks so much for your help, says, I don't even think that was one of them, says Mindy.
This is a new third party.
She breathes hard and inhales deeply, then shakes out her legs and arms. That was amazing, says Candace. I can't believe no one else helped us. Mindy looks around.
I used to play a little flag touch football. When we have our parish picnics.
I thought with flag football you weren't supposed to tackle them. That's why the flag's there.
Yeah. Also, look,
I'm a little bit of a rule breaker.
There's something about drinking you ain't supposed to do either during those things. But look, I do a little bingo, okay, and then I do a little flag football, and I get a little toasty, and then and it's what are we talking about? My reward. It's okay. You don't have to reward me. It's all in the name of
my
the
reward.
Okay.
Pucker up.
I don't need it. Although, I think we're gonna have to start repopulating. And as I can show you here in this book,
this is how we're gonna do it.
This is how we're gonna do it. Let me show you this bald man who looks like the man from Poltergeist 2. That seems like a bad omen. Don't look at that one. Nope, just don't look at that one.
Mindy looks around and then says sarcastically, Oh no. Mindy looks around and then says sarcastically, which one was Mindy? Yeah, all the dead people doesn't lift a finger. You must be exhausted from running around so much. He was chasing us for 20 minutes. By the way, I'm Mindy, and this is Candace. Oh, wait, no, this is you. I almost did. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, but that's not what you sound like.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm Michael. I'm Michael Cash. It's $. I'm a preacher man, okay? But that doesn't mean I don't fuck. Wait, did I say that? That's weird. That was a weird thing to say. Sorry.
That was an inside thought. Sometimes inside thoughts become outside thoughts.
They fly out of my ears like little angels. Okay, my sweet baby angels.
They go into your ears and they lay eggs. It's weird.
But they're zombies. It's a whole thing.
We should get out of here. The police wouldn't let us by with that zombie running around.
Oh, they'll let us through now because I got a book, and you've got the what? What were we gonna do?
What?
Oh, how are we gonna bring back civilization? Because I got the book. Someone else has to have something.
Well,
a flashlight. Yeah, okay, that was it. Yeah, I got a flashlight too. Done. And this peanut butter above my lip. It's peanut butter. It ain't ass juice. I want you to know that for sure. Okay.
Thank God.
Amen. Let's get through. As soon as I show this to the police, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we need this man. We got such sins to confess." And I'll be like, "Yeah."
You may search the body of the young woman in tan and green sundress. Search the body of the older male in the business suit. Check the guy who's still on the ground by the manager's door bleeding out, who watched this all happen and is now watching you flirt or whatever it is you're doing. Try to reach him on the cell phone or head outside through the glass doors.
We're not gonna try to go like to the policeman.
I think that's through the glass doors.
I won't go through the glass doors.
Now, are you gonna open them? Because I need to type open door if you want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Woo! The triple doors, that's 3, are tall glass with gold-colored frames and door handles. They are locked shut, and as you approach, the 2 policemen on the opposite side point to you and wave. Hey!
Hi, that's John, that's Terry.
They are dressed.
I've seen you guys at the boiler room.
In full battle gear with Kevlar vests and pads over the shins and thighs. You cannot hear what they are saying through the glass doors because there's 3 glass doors, but realize you are being ordered to back away. You knock on the window and point at the door handle to get them to open it. The taller African-American officer waves you back again, but the smaller policeman points his M16 assault rifle in your direction. You mouth the words, "Open the door!" The taller policeman takes out keys and unlocks the doors. I am Officer Murdoch, and this is my partner Briggs. Murdoch and Briggs. That's what it says.
You shut up.
I don't have the creativity to come up with that myself. No one is getting out while the curfew is on, and hold on, if this is Murdoch, I'm Officer Murdoch. Briggs. And these things are running around the city, he says as he cracks open the door. You raise your hands up to show you are not threatening in any way, and explain you need to reach your sister. Flirt with the police in the hopes they'll let you pass. Fight your way out. Explain that you are a minister and need to get back to your church. Or use Candace and Mindy to get past the cops, or bribe your way out.
I've read my Bible. I know these women are currency. Give them to Briggs and Murtaugh.
I don't know if that's what the option... I don't know if that's what this is, but I hope it is.
That's 100% what this is. Here, I will... here's my chattel. This one's...
Hi, I'm Candace!
This is Sock Puppet. Yeah, Candace, Sock Puppet Candace.
Hey, I'm Mindy.
This is a boot sock. Okay, you can tell because it goes longer. It's Mandy. This is Candace and Mandy. Okay? You gonna treat him right, because I know you stand up, Terry Briggs. And Officer Murtaugh.
No, not Murtaugh.
You're wearing a girdle. You can tell you're wearing a girdle. All right? We all know you're wearing a girdle.
Sorry, officer. Be right back, you say, and step backwards. You turn around to Candace and Mindy, who are in front of the lobby, sitting on the edge of the large water fountain. Candace washes some dirt from her left leg with water from the fountain, and Mindy steps up as you step near. The policeman won't let us out, you say. That's crap, says Mindy, hands on her hips. They can't keep us locked in here like criminals. Mindy, calm down.
Michael probably has a plan to get us past the police.
You tell Candace and Mindy.
Yeah, you're gonna distract the guards while I get that door open. Mork and Mindy, you're gonna do that for me, okay? You're just gonna do it. You gotta do it. I can't do it anymore. My asshole can't take it. You gotta do it for me. Grandpa Michael. Except when I'm not. Except when I'm Michael. No. Oh, still Michael.
Mark.
Except when I'm Mark.
Candace and Mindy nod in agreement and move closer to the door. I'll pretend I'm hurt, says Mindy, and you can ask for help from the cops.
Well, I took a few acting classes in college, so
It really shows.
Maybe I should pretend to be a Southern belle, says Candace. See, she's got it.
Oh no, I said you do a really good Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Mindy, it's stellar. You sound like a mule. Okay,
Fine.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh God, I don't know which is which anymore.
Fine, whatever.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw,
says Mindy as
Oh my
she
God,
throws
it's
her
like I'm
back hooves
teleported to the
up.
theater right now. What an experience.
Candace tumbles to the ground and closes her eyes. Mindy runs up to the glass doors and bangs on them.
Help! Help! She's hurt.
She bangs. She bangs, Briggs. Look how she bangs.
The police look
Murdoch.
at each other, and then Murdoch opens the door and steps in.
No, Murdoch.
She just collapsed.
Says Mindy, and stands behind Murdoch in a way to block his view from the glass doors. Has she been bitten? Asked Murdoch, his hands hovering over Candace. Oh yeah, the old let me check all over you to see if you've been bitten routine. Well, yeah, I'm familiar.
No, she just collapsed. I think she's dehydrated.
Briggs walks in and blocks the glass door. Hey Briggs, get us some water for this girl. Hurry, yells Murdoch. Briggs frowns and runs off to the other side of the lobby. Oh, my neck just popped.
What?
My neck! The glass door is wide open now, and you can see the city outside beckoning. So you can head into the city, leaving Mindy and Candace behind, knock out Murdoch and get out before Briggs returns, or use a weapon to threaten the police.
I will just go out into the city.
Was that leaving Mindy and Candace behind?
They're part of the deal. That's part of the deal.
That's
Part of
great.
the deal. This is a new world order. It's part of the deal.
That's awesome because I don't want to do those voices anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone else wants me to do them anymore.
I mean, is there an option where I take them with me and we just all roll together?
Well,
You see me rolling.
I mean, I don't know.
Mork and Mindy.
But we're going
They're
this way.
talking. One of them's a sock puppet.
You walk to the door, keeping your eye on the situation, and slip out through the door. Briggs is nowhere in sight, and Murdoch kneels over Candace. It would be great to take your two new friends along, but your sister's your top priority. You keep steady and quiet, walking down the side of the building. At the edge of the...
I'm so quiet.
As you say...
I'm whistling.
You say out loud as you...
I'm so quiet. Look.
Look how quiet I can be. Hey, y'all. Look how quiet I can be.
Look, he doesn't even know I'm behind him. Look at that. Look at that fucking asshole. He can't see me through these glass doors. I'm invisible.
There's three of them.
I'm a fucking predator. I got that laser.
At the edge of the glass doors, you spot Mindy turning towards you and raising her hands, an angry expression on her face. You sprint toward the corner and leave the building behind you. Next chapter, into the city. Progress saved. Now we can either pause here or end here, because I feel like I gotta leave a shit.
And honestly, I have been trying to kill myself.
It hasn't been going well.
It hasn't been going well. Like, this game is much more forgiving, I guess.
Sure.
But I do think this would be a good place to stop.
All right, we can stop.
Cause it's like I've gotten out of a building. I'm Mark now. My little heels are clicking down the streets.
Oh,
You
God.
got the cacophony of sirens.
Oh, yeah, there's
and
stuff going on. But
explosions.
more importantly, there's the rumble gut. I feel it.
Well.
This was Zombie Exodus. Are we gonna finish this next time?
No.
Are we never coming back to it?
Hoo-ha.
That's a discussion for another day.
That's a discussion after the Rumble Guts.
I've been your host with Rumble Guts, Daniel.
I'm Ryan, and how do you think you got him? Oh.
Gross. Goodbye.